UFC 294's main card is about to add Magomed Ankalaev versus somebody. Originally, about 2 weeks ago, Magomed Ankalaev's coach said that he was most likely going to fight at UFC 294 either against Alexander Rakic or against Nikita Krylov, and earlier today, he switched that up on us, and he said, no longer are we looking at the Nikita Krylov fight, we are looking at either a Johnny Walker UFC 294 fight or an Alexander Rakic UFC 294 fight to really level out that main card and just make it absolutely amazing. But, like I was talking about a little bit earlier, right here in the UFC's light heavyweight division, Johnny Walker has a fight in the works for UFC Sao Paulo. He said on his Instagram video he's in the negotiation stage to get his next fight scheduled as most likely the co-main event for UFC Sao Paulo, Brazil. I'm not too sure against who. It could be Nikita Krylov rematch. It could be someone ranked below him. It could be, honestly, anyone in the light heavyweight division. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave Alonzo Menefield to him and gave him just a very, very good fight for UFC Sao Paulo. There's a lot of good fights that they could potentially make there. But that's the thing. With our fight here with Magomed Ankalaev, his coach said it was at UFC 294 specifically, and he said it was Alexander Rakic or it was Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker is not going to be fighting at UFC 294 because he is trying to get scheduled for UFC Sao Paulo, Brazil. So that leaves us pretty much 99% certain that his next fight is going to be at UFC 294, which is what they've been saying for a very, very long time. UFC 294, it's a few weeks before that Sao Paulo, Brazil card, but it's very, very likely at this point that they're about to add to the main card, maybe the main card opener, Magomed Ankalaev versus Alexander Rakic. Number 2 versus number 3. Yuri's waiting for the winner of Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira. Nikita Krylov has already fought against Magomed Ankalaev. Alexander Rakic is there. Smith is coming off a loss. Uzdemir coming off a loss. It literally only makes sense at this point to do Alexander Rakic, or like he said, the Johnny Walker fight as well in the UFC's light heavyweight division. But because Johnny is supposed to be fighting at the UFC Sao Paulo fight card and he's in negotiations, I'd assume probably him versus maybe a Dominic Reyes, him versus a Alonzo Menefield would make for really, really fun fights. But I just highly doubt they're going to somehow pull Johnny Walker from the Sao Paulo card to make him fight earlier against Magomed Ankalaev. I don't think that'd be good for Johnny Walker's star power at this point. But I think this is where we're going. Ankalaev versus Alexander Rakic in the light heavyweight division should be a very, very fun fight. And I can't wait to see if it gets made official for the light heavyweight division. What do y'all think about that? I do have Magomed Ankalaev, since it will be 3 rounds, to win a 29-28 decision.